My name is Edwin Hubble. I'm an astrologist born in 1889. I went to college at Harvard University and graduated with a law degree. From there, I decided that I was going to pursue astrology, and my project that I'm going to discuss was discovering more than one galaxy, or a galaxy that more than one galaxy that we are in currently. My findings brought a whole new understanding of the universe that we're in. This was achieved by using the most technological telescope of our time, and it settled one of the greatest debates of our history of the early 20th century. I was trying to find, as I said before, whether or not there was another galaxy or galaxies in the cosmos. This project that I became a part of started in Mount Wilson, the observatory up there, and it was above the LA, Los Angeles, California city. From there, it was a telescope had been designed and made, and it had the best. It was the most technological and the newest telescope of our time in 1919. During this time, the 18th Amendment had been passed, which if you don't know, is the prohibition. It's prohibition, and it was passed on January 16th. After that, the 19th Amendment was founded or was ratified, and was passed eventually, and it was women's suffrage. Also, the Treaty of Versailles was signed, and World War I had just ended. So a lot of things were going on at this time, big things, let alone the discovery of more than one galaxy, scientific discoveries. In other news, the Red Scare was also in effect, and it increased the awareness of communism and suspicion of people in America. People that were also involved with this project were Milton Humason, and together we extended the work of Vestos Slipher by using the telescope that had just been made. We basically were able to see. We had a spectrum, and on that there was a pattern between each cluster of lights. Later, that we would find out were other galaxies, but they would emit a red glow, and the faster that they moved in the spectral graph, it would show us that they were constant, and that showed us that they were moving faster in comparison to other galaxies. So the faster the red glow on the spectral line, the more, how do you say it? The farther they were away. So my role was to document these lines, or these spectral patterns, and to create a graph of them, and show that it was linear, and that it was constant, so that it wasn't just some random phenomenon. It was a constant motion and a constant velocity for these galaxies. So we were able to discover these galaxies there were more than just one. It was amazing. So the impact that this discovery had on the scientific community was obviously the discovery of other galaxies. It solved a debate that had lasted for a long time. It was monumental. It showed that the Big Bang Theory had in fact been real, or was confirmed, and it settled one of the biggest debates of our time, which was that we weren't alone in regards to other galaxies. Some awards. One question would be, did I receive any awards for this discovery? And no, I didn't. I was put in the running for a Nobel Peace Prize, but unfortunately did not receive that. But future scientists such as Stephen Hawking would later represent me as having one of the most monumental discoveries of our time, and I've also been labeled as one of the giants of astrology, the astronomical giants, along with Galileo and Copernicus. So I had a big impact on the scientific community, and it was all through the wonderful discovery or design of this telescope. Along with, later on in the future, I would also have a huge satellite telescope that would go up into space and continue on into our galaxy, and would take pictures of other galaxies that we wouldn't be able to see on Earth. And basically, they just sent this telescope off with my namesake, and it would take pictures of as long as it can transmit. There's hundreds of photos a day that keep showing up, and it's amazing, and it's wonderful that my namesake can be put on to this satellite. So that's me, Edwin Hubble.